Okay, I have a couple things. Okay. What was the one thing? The thing, okay, Dad, I used to go to garage sales. And Dad never liked me going to garage sales. I used to love the things I get when I lived on Dale Street, Brian. Like, oh, George, looky what I got at a garage sale. And it was like, always like, ah. He never liked it. And so, and I thought, well, maybe when he sees this, he'll like it. Ah, you went to another garage sale. Ah, jeez. I wasn't going to stop going to garage sales, Brian. I kept going to them. But I just didn't tell him. So I kept, when I go to a garage sale, I would just get stuff maybe to wear or something that, you know, he didn't have to like it, but I liked it. So here's the thing. After he died, it was probably about in May, and I was going to a garage sale. And I remember being on College Avenue, going to a garage sale on the outside lane of College Avenue. And so I remember saying to myself, or saying out loud in the car, okay, George, you know, like, so I'm going to a garage sale. So now what would you say? Then you found me out. The minute I said that, Brian, here's what happened. Here I'm in this car, my little car, outside lane. A car comes, I said, what would you say? A car comes passing me real loud. So much I had to go like this. I had to go take my eyes off the road for a minute. My eyes landed on the doors of Epiphany Catholic Church. And the only thing I could hear was this car that had overtook me. That's the words from the song on the radio, blaring as loud as you can imagine. I'll love you always and forever. And Mary said, you know, there's a song that has those words. The timing was incredible, Brian. So
That's
now
cool.
what would you say? My doors are on my doors because my eyes were on the doors of the church because I had to go like this because that car, and then I heard those words. So that was one little incident that I felt like it was kind of a heaven sent. I had another time, Brian, Dad did everything and all the cars. I don't know car stuff and I don't know anything, and I'm not sure about cars and how if I'm going to get taken for. I was just going to get an oil change, but I remember thinking, I have to go take this car. And George, where are you? That's what I said in the car. George, where are you? I was frustrated and stressed about the car thing, just getting it fixed. How stupid is that? That was me. George, where are you? I go to take my car to get it fixed. I think it was an oil change, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
And when I paid for it, they gave me money. Did I tell you this before? Don't tell me.
Tell me.
When I paid for it, they gave me change. Guess what the change was? It was a George Washington dollar bill. All around the outside was in pink. www.where'sgeorge.com. They were tracking the George Washington dollar bill. And guess what? He heard me, or somewhat haven't heard me. And guess what, Brian?
What?
George is in the money because guess what? There's a presumptive connection between ALS and serving in the military. And George is in that money. I get till I die more than my Social Security check every month.
Mm-hmm.
My income. So George is in the money. So okay, that's cool, isn't it?
Like he's taking care of you through the ALS.
So
and the veterans.
Yeah, so that was kind of when I that's what I shared with you. Yeah.
Thank you.
What else? Oh, another thing too. Well, the Pope, the name of the Pope, Francis George, and then the Cardinal George, and you know Cardinal George, Cardinal, you know St. Louis Cardinals, and I met the Cardinal before he died. Now he's passed too, Cardinal Francis George in Chicago. Now it's the Pope Francis, Cardinal Francis, or Francis George. But my point is the Cardinal. I met him. I was very active in my parish when I first moved here, and I got to go to all those things where the Cardinals were there. And so when I met him at the lunch, I said to him that my late husband was named George Francis, and he says, yeah, they told me. So I kind of made I was known by the Cardinal. And now one more thing, and then Cardinal George's birthday is the same day as George Francis, your brother's birthday, the 16th of January. So I felt like there was a combination.
George Francis connection.
Yeah, and then Lawrence. And then also the Pope has that. But Brian, let me just tell you something, and you don't have to record this, but you know what? Catholic. Yeah, that's my roots. But you know what? I'm like, we're all Christians, like, so I've kind of like let those walls come down. So even though it's all Catholic, I don't feel like confined to that
Right.
as much as maybe Dad would be. So anyway,
Well, thanks for sharing.
yeah, and I'm letting you take my picture, but you won't let me take yours. Okay, that's not okay. I'm teasing you, Brian. Hi, sweetie doggies. You're so